New Zealand is on track for a summer like none other. With borders closed and roads emptied, Kiwis have packed up any plans for overseas travel, instead opting for the open road. 2020 is the summer of the camper van. Since first coming out of national lockdown, 100,000 New Zealanders a month have googled camper van conversions. Trade Me has reported a spike in interest around self-contained vehicles.
Been painting. Beds, white, furniture, if you can make any of it out, it's very dark.
Normally these campers would be ferrying around backpackers, but with international travellers shut out of the country, there is a glut of combi vans that are in need of campers. But are we more in love with the idea of van life?
Yeah, but there's a gap in between. That goes in between in one of these pieces.
While you're browsing Pinterest for Insta inspiration, you might want to stick a pin in your plans until you've given these serious consideration. Not all camper vans are created equal. Not all solutions fit everyone's holiday plans. We've collected pitfalls, camper tips and tricks and asked a couple of experts to spare you some hassle. There are many roads to the perfect camper holiday. Not all of them require giving up your time, spare garage space or worldly possessions to live a life on the road. There are three main considerations to planning a van holiday. The first is time. Second is money. Last is knowledge. If DIY is your thing or you're willing to learn, there's a lot of added value from a camper project. But expect mixed results. If you have very little of all three, a rental might be your best option. Companies like JUCY or private rentals through the likes of Mighway can help you find something that ticks most boxes. But for Kiwis looking to invest a bit more time and effort into finding their perfect home on the road, a conversion can be just what you're after. Rental company Quirky Campers NZ runs a directory of trusted converters around New Zealand. Specialising in everything from electricals, fit-out and even bespoke carpentry, they've got the skills to realise your ultimate roadster. With plenty of time and a healthy budget, getting in some help is the best way to get your grand touring designs realised. But if you're hoping to hit the road this summer, you might have missed the bus. Buying a pre-loved camper, which needs minimal work, might be your best way to compromise. Like any other vehicle, check the mechanics and make sure the paperwork is in order. Most second-hand campers, which have done the length of the country, have changed owners many times. They may be more like third, fourth or even seventh hand. Of course, these vehicles come with quirks, challenges and plenty of character, all of which will become apparent well before you hit the road. While you're there, eat fresh. Refrigeration is a luxury not all campers have. A chili bin might be okay to store vegetables, but if you're after meat or chilled luxuries, it might be worth relying upon dried, canned or long life staples, and buying the rest as you need it. Plan your route around stops and services. Work out where the nearest toilet stops are, and what's on site at your overnight stops. Either dock-owned or private camper sites can be a cheap way to stay with on-site facilities. Freedom camping is better than cheap. It's free. But make sure you know the local bylaws before you park up for the night. Oh, and be a tidy Kiwi. Take all your rubbish with you. Save a little for a rainy day. A B&B fund can make a big difference. When you're sick of the road, or just want a break of back-to-back nights in the camper, a change can be as good as a rest.